Have you ever wondered what happens when the airwaves you trust get interrupted by some eerie and unexplainable transmissions? Imagine settling in for your favorite radio show or television program, only to be abruptly taken over by a chilling, uninvited guest. That's exactly what airwave interruptions are, unexpected intrusions that can range from harmless pranks to downright unsettling messages. They can be creepy, mysterious, and sometimes downright terrifying. So brace yourself as we dive into the 10 creepiest airwaves interruptions in history. Coming in at number 10, we have an interruption that may seem innocent, but its mystery makes it unsettling. Picture this. It was a calm evening in November of 1977, when an unexpected interruption occurred during the 6 o'clock news broadcast on Southern Television in the United Kingdom. For around 6 minutes, the regular programming was replaced with a distorted voice claiming to be a representative of an intergalactic association. The voice warned humanity about their violent ways and urged us to live in peace. Now, what makes this creepy isn't the message itself, but the fact that to this day, no one has been able to identify who was behind this interruption. Despite intensive investigations, the source of this broadcast hijack remains a mystery, leaving us to wonder who or what was really trying to communicate with us. Now, that's a strange way to interrupt a broadcast, isn't it? If you thought the last one was eerie, wait until you hear about number 9. Picture this. It's the late 70s, a time when television was a primary source of entertainment for many. A beloved children's show is airing its daily episode when suddenly the jovial atmosphere turns chilling. The screen flickers to an eerie, distorted voice, claiming to be the representative of an alien race. The interruption lasts for a whole 6 minutes. The voice speaks cryptically about humanity's future, warning us of impending doom. This isn't a scripted part of the show, nor a prank by a mischievous crew member. This is an unsolicited message from an unknown source, interrupting regular programming, reaching thousands of unsuspecting viewers. The culprit behind this interruption was never identified, leaving it as one of the most spine-chilling mysteries in broadcast history. That's certainly not something you'd expect to hear on your regular programming. Now, let's pick up the pace a bit. Get ready for a triple dose of creepy interruptions. First up, we have the 8th creepiest interruption. This eerie event took place in the late 70s. Imagine you're tuned into your favorite radio show, when suddenly the airwaves are hijacked by a voice speaking in an unknown language, repeating the same phrase over and over again. The voice, devoid of any emotion, sent shivers down the spines of listeners. Despite efforts, the source of the interruption was never found, adding to the creep factor. Moving on, we land at the 7th spot. Picture this. It's the 90s, and you're watching the evening news. Just as the anchor begins the weather report, the screen goes black. Then, a haunting image appears. It's a distorted face mouthing words you can't understand. The interruption lasts for a solid 2 minutes before normal programming resumes. The incident, known as the ghost broadcast, remains shrouded in mystery as no one claimed responsibility for this bone-chilling prank. Finally, we arrive at the 6th creepiest interruption. This one takes us back to the early days of television. It's the 50s, and families are gathered around their sets to watch a popular variety show. Suddenly, the jovial atmosphere is shattered when the broadcast is interrupted by a scene straight out of a horror movie. An unknown entity, visible only as a shadow, appears on the screen, causing panic among viewers. The incident was later dubbed the shadow intrusion, and, despite numerous investigations, the source remains unknown. These interruptions, each unique in their own right, share a common trait. They invaded the comfort of our homes, turning our trusted devices into mediums of fear and uncertainty. The unknown entities behind these interruptions exploited the airwaves to create a sense of unease and terror, reminding us that even in our safe spaces, we're not entirely isolated from the world's mysteries and horrors. That was a chilling trio, wasn't it? We're halfway through our list, and the interruptions are only getting creepier. Our 5th creepiest interruption takes us back in time to the late 70s. Picture this. You're in your living room, settling down to watch the nightly news after a long day. Suddenly, the broadcast is interrupted by a strange, distorted voice, speaking in an eerie monotone. This is not your regular news anchor. This is the Southern Television broadcast interruption, which occurred in the United Kingdom on November 26, 1977. The interruption lasted for 6 minutes, during which an entity claiming to be an extraterrestrial named Vrilon of the Ashtar Galactic Command delivered a message of peace and warning to humanity. Talk about an unexpected plot twist in your evening news. The identity of the prankster remains unknown, which only adds to the creepiness of this interruption. Next, we turn our attention to the fourth creepiest interruption, which is the infamous Max Headroom broadcast signal intrusion. This interruption occurred in Chicago on the night of November 22, 1987. Viewers of WGN-TV's 9 o'clock news were suddenly confronted with a bizarre figure wearing a Max Headroom mask and sunglasses, bobbing in front of a rotating corrugated metal panel, all while emitting a distorted, garbled audio. For about 90 seconds, this strange figure dominated the airwaves before the engineers at WGN-TV were able to switch the frequency. The figure reappeared later that night during a broadcast of Doctor Who on WTTW, this time for about 2 minutes. The culprits behind this interruption were never caught, and to this day, the Max Headroom incident is considered one of the most infamous broadcast signal intrusions. Those interruptions certainly sent shivers down my spine. How about you? Now on to the top 3. This next interruption is truly spine-chilling. Picture yourself in the year 1977, a calm evening in England. Viewers across the country are tuned into the news on Southern television, unsuspecting of the eerie interruption about to unfold. Suddenly, the picture wobbles, the sound distorts, and a deep, distorted voice hijacks the broadcast. This isn't a scheduled program or a technical glitch. It's an unsanctioned message from someone or something claiming to be an alien entity named Vrion. The voice, seemingly from beyond our world, delivers a chilling message of peace and warning against humanity's violent ways. It's a stark reminder of our own mortality, a voice in the dark speaking of cosmic consequences. The incident remains unexplained to this day, adding an extra layer of creepiness to this bizarre broadcast intrusion. That interruption is sure to give you nightmares. We're almost at the top. Get ready for the second, creepiest Airwaves interruption in history. This chilling episode took place on a quiet November evening in 1977. Imagine this. You're settled in front of your television, enjoying the news on Southern Television, a British station. Suddenly, the regular broadcast is interrupted. A distorted voice, claiming to be an alien representative of an intergalactic association, begins to speak. For over 6 minutes, this eerie voice delivers a message, warning humanity about its violent ways and urging it to live in peace. This broadcast interruption was not just creepy, but also unprecedented. The hijacker, who was never identified, managed to override the station's signals, a feat that required significant technical prowess. The message itself, while perhaps well-intentioned, was delivered in such a surreal and unsettling manner that it left viewers deeply disturbed. That's one broadcast interruption that's hard to forget. And now, for the creepiest Airwaves interruption in history. This bone-chilling incident took place on a quiet November evening in 1977. Imagine this. You're settled in front of the television, watching the news, when suddenly the broadcast is hijacked. The screen fuzzes out, replaced by a distorted, alien-like voice claiming to be Vrion, a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command. For nearly 6 minutes, this eerie voice delivered a message warning humanity of its destructive path and urging us to live in peace. The interruption ended as abruptly as it had started, leaving viewers stunned and confused. The chilling part? This incident remains unsolved. Despite investigations, no one was ever identified or charged for this audacious interruption. So what was this? A sophisticated hoax or a genuine message from another world? The mystery continues to baffle, adding an extra layer of creepiness to this interruption. There you have it, the creepiest Airwaves interruption in history. That concludes our countdown of the creepiest Airwaves interruptions. We've traveled through a spectrum of spine-chilling broadcasts, reminding us of the unpredictable nature of airwaves. From unwelcome voices to eerie messages, these interruptions serve as eerie reminders of the unknown lurking behind our daily broadcasts. They can be creepy, they can be mysterious, but they are undeniably fascinating. Thanks for joining us on this eerie journey through Airwaves interruptions. Remember, the next time you tune in, you never know what you might hear.